are back. We are back for season 4 of the Group 3 League with a twist. We have introduced the manufacturers. We have introduced a sprint race for this season. Just 15 minutes on the sprint race. Should be absolutely fantastic. It was an absolutely fantastic night, if I do say so myself. We have just finished qualifying. Chalky 12 had an excellent qualifying. He will start on pole position. It was a fantastic qualifying session, to say the least. Very close as you like. Just a few temps in it. I mean, just literally temps. Smidgen. Paper width. It was a fantastic qualifying session. Aldo, double defending champion. You can already see the positions on your left hand side of the screen there. But what a way to mark your ambition. Finished third last season. Went out in the Porsche. Stuck it on pole position, did Chalky 12. TRG Joycey as well, the comedian in the group. You love it. Putting an epic show in there in his chrome Golf. Putting that on the second row of the grid. Duskiver finished second last season. He's signed for Team Toyota this season. No Ford GT14 sight for the Duskiver. He has gone full aero in the Toyota. He was starting in third position even. Aldo staying with Team Aston this season. Served him well last season. They've given him the Group 3. They've given him the Group 4 car this season. And there it is. Looking very nice indeed. Only down in 4th. But hey, it's the first race of the season. We shall see. Double defending champion this season. Is the defending champion. They're starting in 4th. Big Frank also signed for Team Aston. 1 and 2. There you go. Lovely little... nice to have Big Frank in the room. Nice to get him on the grid as well. Had a good qualifying session as well. Starting in 5th place. Not so good for the gaffer. Only Dan in the Team AMG as well. We've got rid of Lexus. Although we had a fantastic start at Yamagiwa, did we not, in the Lexus. But hey, we are here. We're starting in 6th place. We'll see how we get on. Dazzler as well. Most improved driver last season. He won that award. That went down to a vote. That got a vote for all the drivers. He's rocking a Tenza this season with his concept Group 4 car. So we'll see how he gets on around this little circuit here. We are at Lego Maggiore, as you can see. We're on the centre track for the sprint race. And then Ricky J came into his own. Took a good couple of podiums the end of last season. So fantastic little run he had on last season. Really wishing these guys the best of luck this season. They stayed with the same manufacturers as well. As you can see, a few of us have moved on. I've gone from Lexus to AMG. Big Frank's in the Aston. Aldo's in the Aston. Duskiver there has gone from Ford over to Toyota. Chalky 12 as well. He's gone from the... what did he go? What was he running last season? Oi, oi. And speaking of the devil, he's in the room already. Chalky 12 there has gone for Team Porsche. He was rocking the Beetle last season, so he's got rid of the poor man's Porsche and he's upgraded it to a full man's Porsche, as you do. But we're going to stay here, start with the double champ, as you do. Get this 15 minutes underway, and we'll see how we get on. I know it was a good race, a good few battles, so let's have a crack, see how we get on. Here we go. We're just waiting for the lights. Man in the box, there you go, the lights are on. We are 5 red. Oh, a jump start by the Joyce. We are go as well. That will cause a nose. Yeah, he got clipped. He got clipped. This guy was still in third. Ricky J made a lightning start from last to 4th already. We're currently sitting in 5th. Now they've got up to 2nd place though. We've got the jump on the Skyver. Certainly going to have a fight and half on the hands this season. Joe Golden is only in 4th, first even. Oh dear, it's been a while, Can't get that long there to get qualifying. All kinds of wrong. got it wrong on the last. This guy just hanging on from Ricky J. Ricky J did start down the order. Already up to fourth, got a line to start. Four-wheel drive as well, that's good, so we will get all the grip. Well, nice. Somewhat not so quick circuit, but you know, a little infield circuit will certainly spice up the table this season, this little sprint race. You only get points down to 8, there's only 8 in the room, so you'll get a point either way, nonetheless. There we are, going sitting in 5th, gained 1 spot in the AMG. Dazzler's gained spots as well, he's going in 6th, he's been touring car. It's very good as well. No, Joyce it, jump started down in 7th place, having a fight with Big Frank. Big Frank's going to look up the inside of Nasty. If he gets that move, not quite getting that move, but took into the rear wing. We know that Rocco's got excellent straight line speed, so he'll do well to defend from Nasty. Big Frank. Keep tagging this, so 1, 2 and 3 from next season. Pulling that little gap to those nice just to latch onto the back of that speed if you can. Just kind of latch onto the back of Aldo there. You see, last season was giving it. Mike's a little low, is it? What about now? Can't even know now, ain't it? What's that about? I don't know what that's about. Not what I want for the first run of the season. If the light's a little bit low, we'll just go again a little bit sideways there on exit in turn 1. A little bit corners right under the rear wing, is it not? Yes, he is. So the Aston have straight line speed over the Toyota. Got the drip. Getting that move right under the rear wing now. Aldo's going to have to go defensive. This guy will be looking for the inside line, not getting that inside line. Going to have to go the long way around, slightly in the front. Aldo getting it tucked in as well. This guy will probably get the run on him as well down here to turn 1. Not quite getting it. That Aston's got all the pace in the world versus that Toyota. It's got all the grip in the road, but not doing him any good. But there's Ricky J. DK10's caught him up. Capped all the curb there, the DK10. Front aero damage as well. That was caused by the jump start of TRG Joyce it. Everyone bucketed out the way, and there he was, and nowhere to go. And no worries. The car's looking good. Camping at the curbs nonetheless. I must have to say, this was a good little fight. I'm going to look up the inside, try and send it. Not quite. Ricky J getting a little out breaking it. Got that move done due to that. But yeah, it's going to be a fantastic season this. Points all the way around the board. No points for fastest lap in the sprint race. The double over into the endurance race, which will be coming up after this one. Get that loaded up. Frank is in the pits already. Ooh, front aero, front left, and engine damage in the sprint race. That won't do him any favours. Won't do him any favours. How are we doing, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat. I think it's something like an 18-second pit stop as well. That'll put him down well down in the order now. The leader's just come down onto the back of the start finish straight. There you go. Drop 12 leading way, fastest lap of 47.1. Aldo still fending off the Skyver. These three was in a tight battle for the championship last season. Literally went down to, well, I say the second to last race, but yeah, the points came in, 48-point gap. There was 50 up for grabs, but all Aldo had to do was turn up in the last races of the evening and got it done. Hence a double champion. Flying Scotsman, the Iceman himself. The man with many names, is he not? This guy was having a look up the inside there. A little bit of door to door. No qualms. Clamp the curb, just slowed this guy down a little bit there. So Aldo kicks up a bit of dirt. Ricky J and DK10 swapping positions all the time. 5 minutes in, 10 to go. I did enjoy the scrap. It was we do have team radio on, we do have a bit of radio on, so how can you join, buddy? If you head over to DK10 Sim Community Racing page on Facebook, join up there, go to the events page on there, and just click going, more or less. Click going, join the page, and I can add you to the chat room on Messenger that we have. So all the info and the race info goes through the chat room as well. Plus we have a little bit of banter in there as well between the drivers, so always good fun. But yeah, be sure to check that out as well, bud. More than welcome, more the merrier. Get involved, have a good fun. The racing that you see now is the racing that it is like throughout the season. Obviously we get a bit of door rubbing, you know what I mean, get a few late breakers, but the racing is this close, this intense all the time. It's really great fun. This is about the last season we're running on GT Sport in the main league, while we're getting GT7 hooked up and set up. We will be going over to GT7 after this season. So still 9 races left to go. So this is only round 1. We do 10 rounds a season. So top 3 always get trophies. So yeah, it's a good little fight. Get sure to get involved. As currently running in 6, as we say, he got most improved driver last season. Certainly came into his own with Ricky J as well. They was having a good couple of scraps herself. It was a really good season last season. Highest finish last season was 3rd around Monza, I believe. So, certainly growing. There's Joyce. Got a couple of shopping points to get rid of. I'm sure he can. He's probably spending them right now while he's down in London, ready for the fight this evening. Right there. It's an awkward corner to get right. It just invites you dropping the accelerator, giving that a good boot. It will force you wide. There's Big Frank after his pit stop. Currently doing 49s. He's running the race in softs. The tyre situation here, in qualifying you have to run the race in super softs. That's the only tyre you're allowed. And in the sprint race you're only allowed to run racing softs. And obviously in the endurance race it is softs and mediums. Aldo's pulled that gap now to Duskiver. Duskiver in 48, Aldo's rocking in the full constant 47s. That's consistency for you. As is the chalk as well, constantly doing 47s. Duskiver's just dipped out of that a bit complacently in the 48s, 47s, so not as consistent as the 2 in front. Ricky J and DK10, this is how it was all the way through. Constantly 47, 48s for us, but went for that switchback, not quite getting it done. Templar's got all the grunt, but the front end on it was nose heavy. The Scoob had it all. Grip, pace, acceleration out the corners. Tyre wear just becoming a bit of an issue for DK10 there. As the Scoob's got a bit of tyre wear as well. Dazzler's tyres are looking a bit better. His rear tyres, he must be running a bit of front brake bias on there, because I was running 2 to the front and started absolutely chomping up my tyres, ended up moving them to the rear, and that's where we get the tyre wear came from on the back. There's a hard braking zone in these cars around here. It's pretty tight as well. This is what it is. Quite sure why I've got the menu up at the top. I don't know what that's about. We'll sort that out and continue on before we move over. Took a tighter line here in DK. Wants that run. There's a bit of lawn mowing himself. As a still in 6 in a world of his own. Joyce running in 7th. Did have a fantastic qualifying. Another driver certainly grew into his own as well. A fantastic racing driver is TLG Joyce. On his day, we nicknamed him the comedian of the group. Does like a bit of banter. Yeah, there's a bit of Miley Ray Cyrus impression in his cars, but he's a fantastic little race driver himself. And there's Big Frank. Unfortunately for him, had to go to a pit stop due to engine damage. He's getting blue flag now by the stewards. Faster cars are all approaching. And there he Chalk leading the way, still sitting on the fastest lap so far. He was hesitant about the Porsche Group 4. I told him, once you get the hang of it and you know how to drive it, it's a fantastic little car. It's got all the grip in the world there, hasn't it? Can launch off the line as well, which can certainly gain you a few spots. Tyre wear not so bad for Chalk at the moment. Aldo with the Skyver at it again. Their tyre wear is pretty much similar. The Skyver's got a bit more fuel though than Aldo, so Aldo will be a bit heavier on the fuel. These two still at it, squabbling 1 and 2. They're a bit of banter on the mic as well. Yes, you just follow the Facebook page, bud. Yeah, send me a message. Always good racing, mate. Yeah, I did. This is literally, mate, it's what you can expect. What you're seeing here right now is the sort of racing you can expect. No one, you get outside of anyone, no one will wipe you out or out like that. As I'm going to have a look up the inside now. Ricky J, late on the brakes. But the front end was just locked up there, but Ricky J coming right back as well, as he does. Side by side down into turn 1. We've just got a nose in front. Ricky J's going to have the cornering exit and speed. I've got a tighter line inside. Ricky J, there you go, straight back up the inside. Got all the rumble. You won't get a penalty for that. Any of the curbs that have got yellow or concrete on the inside of them, you won't get a penalty for those. We're going to try and go 2 by 2 now, all the way through here. We've just got our nose in front. Ricky J right under the rear wing of that AMG. He's going to have a look up the inside to the final turn. 4-wheel drive Subaru putting on a show tonight. Yeah, I did some commentary for the MRC, the Pro-Am. That was good to watch. As we go side by side again, Ricky J's got the inside line. We're going to try and cut back. We're not going to get that cut back. We're going to get wide. We're going to get lonely. We're going to get left. There you go. Wrecking ball getting the job done. That's literally how it was, more or less, for the whole race. This. The Dazzler all on his own, still in 6. No one's going to bother him for the rest of the race, I dare say. But Joyce is making a little bit of impression. He's not too far behind now. Probably 4 or 5 seconds behind Dazzler. Now 13 minutes in. Big Frank still in 8th. Be hoping for better in the endurance race. You're not wrong there, mate. This season's going to be absolutely epic. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Leading from start to finish, now by the looks of it, 14 minutes in. Aldo's just hanging on to 2nd place. It's not the start he would have wanted to for his defending championship, the defending double champion. Normally out and up the road by now, but Jorky and the Porsche leading the way by some seconds as well. The Skyver hound in the back of that AMG. Another good car choice, I must admit, for the Indy circuits that we're running this season as well. That car will certainly come into time. Ricky J as well stayed with Team Subaru. Certainly around some of the Suzuka East, Kyoto, Red Bull Indy as well. That car will be fantastic. I might have all the pace in the road, but yeah, the front end on that was just a little bit heavy for this circuit, so we shall see how we get on next week. We are heading to Tokyo, speak of the devil, are we not? We are heading to Kyoto for the sprint, and then we're just nipping across the road to Miami to do the endurance, so it should be fantastic. It is the final lap. That Subaru was as wide as you like. It was like a fat bird eating chips. It's got the inside line. Yeah, fantastic defensive driving. It's got nowhere to go. It's got the exit speed as well. We're going to have to go back just so we can get the drivers over the line. Here we go. Chalky Talk at the last corner. Got it a little bit sideways. But he deserves it. Race 1 coming in with a bang. style points across the line. You get 10 of those. Chalk and 12 winning the sprint race. Aldo will come out in second. The Sky will come out in third. Ricky J will finish in 8th. As we go side by side with a Schumacher Barrichello moment. Ricky J winning out on that one. Fantastic racing. Ricky J comes home in 4th. DK10 comes home in 5th. Laszlo then will come home in 6th place. You can see Joyce just behind, so it was gaining all the time. GRG Joyce then home in 7th place. That was the sprint. He's got full damage as well, near enough. Wow. That was the sprint. And that's the sort of racing you can expect this season. Let me just put on an intermish and then we'll get the endurance race right sorted out. Give me a second. And as if by magic, we was back. It is the Group 3s from the sprint race. Where you finish in the sprint race is where you start for the endurance. And this is where you have to mandatory pit. You have to pit for your softs and mediums. Strategy is your own. Tyre wear and fuel wear is set to ×4. You can run TC if you wish. We put it in for anybody that's new that joins. Any new guys join. We put traction control on, ABS is on as well as standard. Rest of the driving aids are turned off. So, like I say, race strategy is your own, and where you start is from where you finish the sprint race. So, Chalk 12 took the sprint race win, led every lap. They got the Grand Callum, fastest lap, pole position, clean race. You love it. What a way to make an impression on a title challenge. Aldo will start in 2nd place. The Sky will start 3rd. Ricky J, after an excellent fight with DK10, will start in 4th place. DK10 himself will start in 5th. Dazzler will start in 6th place. TRG Joyce will start in 7th. And Big Frank in 8th. There we go. This is your Group 3s. We will start with a man that made the moves. Let's get it underway. There we go. Push the button, guy, push the button. We want to get going. Starting on the racing mediums is Ricky J. Looking to go long on his first stint. The revs are up, we're away. Got a good start. DK10 come flying through from 5th, already up to 3rd. Wow, what a start. That's the Dan, throwing one down the inside. Oh dear me, Joyce. Did a mighty race Cyrus here. What happened here? Let's get on board quick, see what happened. Had the brakes on, locked up, nowhere to go. Came in like a wrecking ball on them racing softs. All the way up to 5th. And doing a little spin as well, as you do. Well, we saw the brakes was on there. That would, yeah. Oh, he's getting all kinds of sideways there as well. That put Ricky J right down the back there. That was unfortunate. Lucky to get away with no damage there on them racing mediums as well. But Aldo leading the way. We normally spent most of season 3 up the front in this car. But we didn't run this track last season. It is there. He's got a race 1 winner all over his rear end. See how they get on. DK10 getting all kinds of sideways. A Dazzler. would have chosen concept was, but there we see he's only look up the inside, got the exit speed as well. Not going to cover that line. That's going to see send it up the inside. Took a tighter line than DK10. Got that move done. Fantastic little move. DK10 trying to tuck in under the rear wing. Took me a while. Took at least 4 laps to get these mediums up to scratch. Car was like dancing on ice in the 8-lap program. I hated the car at that point. This guy was having a look as well. He's currently on the racing mediums as well. It's probably the wrong choice to start us off with in these cars, but is what it is. We'll see how we get on. This Joyce got 200 loyalty points. He spent at Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Tesco's. He's rocking for Team VW this season. There's Big Frank coming in 7th place. See how he gets on. We're hoping for a better race on the racing. Lovely looking livery as well. They've got all to do now after that incident. 40 minutes to go, so we're locked up there. We won't want to be doing that. Oh, and he gets the power down way too early as well. Gets it all kinds of sideways. He's just going to lose more time is Ricky J. Let's go, Ricky J. Let's go. Get him warmed up, get him clean. Get up and off the road. The front 2 protagonists getting on. Good. Chalky 12 was done out though somewhere, unless he's made a mistake. But the Iceman don't normally make mistakes. You can see he's got a few mentions on his car there. His number 1 fan Aurora. He's got a little treacle maggot. Hello to you both. You can ride all that curb on the exit. Like I say, a concreted curb, you can ride all that. Just watch for them rumble strips on inserted in the concrete there. They wouldn't settle the car. You'll get it all kinds of wrong. Now they took a better line than that through there. They've done a hell of a lot as well. Dazzler's not too far behind either in a Mazda. Fantastic run from Dazzler so far. Only sitting in 3rd place, equaling his best finish last season. DK10 in 4th, some way off as well. You just see this, just guy was having a scrap with Joyce, 5th and 6th. We've got Big Frank there as well, old crawler. Latched onto the back of Joyce. That Beetle certainly no slouch. This guy got a better exit there. Wants to make an impression on Joyce into turn 1. Not quite. Little outbroke yourself with Joyce. Bit of dirt for Frank. Oh, Joyce puts the power down, binned it! He's binned it! Oh, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Off you go, son, off you go. Oh, that was so unfortunate, so unfortunate. That promotes Big Frank up to 6 as he runs wide on out of turn 4. Cameron wide there, still got a pan. Hey, tyre squealing again. He's gone again as a Joyce. That won't do them racing softs any good, as you can see down there on the bottom left. They are lit up now, they are bruised. They will be dirty and scarred now, them tyres. That was unfortunate. It was running well. It was running really well. Lost time now. Joyce, Ricky J will be using him as a marker. 2:08 is the fastest so far. Lap 2 is Chalk's the fastest on a 1:56.8 in the Porsche. And Aldo punching him down like a man possessed. Double champion. I keep saying it was a fantastic race last season. It was well deserved. Excuse me. Just a beer talking. We're also running a Call of Duty League. We're running lobby trials just to make sure we can get all the settings right on Tuesday and Friday next week. Tuesday we'll start at 7:30. Friday we'll start at 8:30. Aldo looking down the inside of the chalk there into turn 1, getting that move done. That was a fantastic little move. Chalk right under the ironing board of Aldo there. Just going to tuck in for the slip down into turn 3 and 4. You want to get these moves done, you want to get them done into the bottom end of here. Aldo got a lovely line and run out of there. They're about the closest on pack apart from Ricky J now. I've just seen on the map track. Just chased down the Joyce. Racing mediums as well. He'll be faster in the second stint of his race. So the pit stop around him about 18.5 seconds in the pits. So we'll see how he gets on. Got a tighter line as Joyce was all kinds of wide there. Ricky J just clamping time out of him. There's some what was that? That was 2:11. It literally took 10 seconds out of his time there. Wow, let's go Ricky J. Chalk and Aldo at it again, swapping places like chalk toppers. First and second and as close as you like. Dazzler's still running in third, got a little bit of a wheel on the dirt there. UK10 still in fourth. The Sky was not too far behind in fifth. After week 2, as we go into week 3, the drivers will be running the front door, the top 3 in the table will be running medium and hard tyres. So yeah, that will certainly be interesting, especially for the boys further down the grid who can run softs and mediums. There's chances to take fastest laps and extra points out of the top drivers, the top 3 drivers, shall we say. There's a bit of banter flying about the field that we're going to be sandbagging, and yeah, a bit of a, yeah, we'll be watching for that. And nobody wants to be running the hard tyres, but we shall see. But it gives the boys down the order that chance. You never know. Ricky J is getting closer and getting a whiff of slipstream off the Joyce. Running traction control in the 4-wheel car. Although he's making great ground on the Joyce, I would make him go a little bit faster without the traction control on. But it is a Group 3. It's got all the power as the Joyce runs wide again there. And gives Ricky J the chance to go right round the outside. It looks like he's just a tad in front. Got that move done as well. Fantastic move around the outside. Oh, a little bit sideways on the exit. That's giving Joyce to run around the outside as well. Ricky J will have the tighter line. Joyce though is on the inside for 8, 9 and 10. And the Joyce has just pulled that little bit of a gap. A tighter one coming through there. Looks like Ricky J loses a bit of time for you. It's a weird one that. We'll just follow him through up to here. Turn 13. No, turn 11 should I say. Great exit there as well from Ricky J. But the Chalk and Aldo, still 1 and 2. As close as you like. Anyone can deter these two. Matching each other on pace. Just drop down from the 156s, 58s, 57s. Tyre wear then will start coming into its own on them racing softs. Aldo's got a bit better tyre wear than the Chalk right now. To say he's under the rear wing as well. Just taking a little bit easier than the Chalk for you. Dazzler's still. What happened to Dazzler? Oh, he's recovering from a spin. That promotes DK10 and Dusk Iver up to 3rd and 4th. Iver completely off the circuit. The mediums didn't give me any grip at all. The fronts were chewed, the rears were getting there as well. Dusk Iver's on the same sort of rear as well in the Toyota, but driving a bit better than me. Got a tighter line as we went all the way wide there in the AMG. AMG got all the grip in the world, but I just couldn't find any of it that week. This guy got an excellent run. He's all under the rear wing now. I don't think I've got an answer for that Toyota. Running it to the extremities of the circuit. As the Skyler's going to have a look at the inside of the K10. We've got just a bit more grunt than he has. That's all I was relying on. And there you go. We'll cut all that corner. Cut his nose off as well. That could have been a catastrophic incident there. But third and fourth. To mix it. Dazzler recovering. Dazzler was in third. Now down into fifth place. Big Frank is up into sixth. Ricky J up into seventh place now. Recovering Ricky J. And there's Joyce in eighth. Got rear damage, rear right damage as well. That certainly won't be helping his cause. We'll see how he gets on. Nothing separating these two, is there, eh? Absolutely nothing. The pace. They're both on the same sort of pace, so back into the 157 now is the chalk. All being pushed along by Aldo. UK10 and Dusky were going to blows. Some good side-by-side racing here. It was interesting. I mean, first time I've drove these cars around this circuit. Not for me anyway. Should practice more, I think. Dusky down the inside, getting that move done as well, is he not? Yes, he is. We'll try and get that switch back and use the pump for the AMG. Just got that move back. The Sky was really right on the side. Who's watching the fight tonight? Anybody watching the fight? I watched the weigh-in earlier and Dylan White literally comes to the crest of Fury chest. Looks your chest out and I'm like, wow. There's ridiculous height difference. As this guy ascends it up the inside, gets that move done. We're going to try and power out, and there we go. Powered out, nearly clambered into the back of the sky over there, but we're going to try and send it right round the outside. A little bit of door banging there that we got through. Running wide. This guy back hanging on and getting that one done. That's it then. I think that's the last we'll see of the Skybar. Clambering all over the curve. Didn't go really well, but a long way to go in this season. Guys going fifth. Quite shocked he didn't use the concept because he did really well in that last season, so yeah. He chose to use the touring car effect and he was running well as well. As in comes Big Frank. Somewhat of an early stop, just 14 minutes in. Pit crew are ready, get their tyres on. Refueling as well. I think that's a bit early myself. Joyce is in as well. Going to change them to softs. We're going to put the mediums on. Let's go, get him out. Let's go. He's on the softs now. We'll see what he can do. Full tank of fuel. Joyce is in as well. Get the damage repaired. Pit crew doing a fantastic job. That right rear is already repaired. Taking a long time to repair that rear bumper, are they not? Fuel going in as well. There you go. Away. That was some big 30-second pit stop there. But Pit crew did a fantastic job. Chalk still leading the way. Aldo still handing him. Not getting this up easy with Aldo. Believe me, that snail on the car does not emphasise the way he drives. There's no snail. So Chalk putting on a fantastic show in the RSR. Aldo's going to have a look down the inside here, is it? No, I'm just going to bide his time. Playing a waiting game with Aldo. Yes, it's a waiting game. See who's got the fastest pit crew as well. As the fuel burns down. Aldo's just got that little bit more fuel than the chalk. There's the Skyber as well. He's running pretty low. EK10. That car was very thirsty, I thought. Getting that corner all wrong. Oh, and a bit sideways as well. Trying to hang on to the coattails of the Skyber. It just wasn't happening for me. As Dazzler pits on the racing softs. Ricky J then moves up to 5th place. So he's making ground while people around him are pitting. I dare say this man will be favoured to take 1 or 2 more podiums this season, as I think he finished on 3 at back end of season 3. So certainly grown into pace. His pace and his craft has been fantastic. So guaranteed to see him on a podium at some point this season. Team Subaru supplying him all he needs. Big Frank now dipped into the 158s on the soft, so yeah, 159s for Ricky J. So finding the pace now is Big Frank. And his Dazzler's gone to the racing mediums, full tank of fuel. Pit stop sub 40 seconds there, that pit stop. There's George now in the 202s and running wide as well. Wants to help the lawnmower man, just trimming the edges of the grass. And these two not giving it up. Been close all race. 158. And 158 one for Aldo as well. And they say these two will be pitting soon. We'll soon find out who's got the best pit crew, won't we? Germany or England? Aston Martin versus RSR. EK10's pitting on the racing mediums. We'll switch over to the racing softs. There's no damage, so sub 18.5 second pit stop would be handy. Back up the front. I reckon these two are going to pit this lap. Yeah, we're just blobbing on the red mark now on the fuel. And you're looking probably a lap of fuel left. I'll see as DK10 drops down to 5th. Ricky J moves through into 4th. That's a full tank of gas for DK10 as well. 18 minutes in. Here we go, racing softs. And a full tank of gas. There's Ricky J in 4th. Or some way down the order. Running right low on fuel as well. He'll be in this lap. Chalk and Aldo close going forward. Looking at the inside. There's the RSR getting that one done. He wants to be in the pits first if they're coming. They've got to come in this lap. But the chalk is right on the rear wing. I don't think there'll be a pass around here anyway. No. This is a pit. This has got to be it. Yeah, it is a late dive into the pits for Aldo. Chalk's in the pits as well. Where's the Skyrock? There's the Skyrock. Just coming out the final sector. That just 2.2 in the tank for the Chalk. 0.4 for Aldo as well. Aldo timed that perfectly to get in the pits just before the Chalk. The Skyrock enters the pits now. Chalk's refueling, Aldo's refueling. These will be on the racing mediums now, as Duskiver will be on the racing softs. Aldo's away, Chalk's away, Aldo got away first. Chalk's not far behind them. As you were then, as you were. This is going to be interesting. This is going to get interesting. The Sky was in the pits, Ricky J is in the pits as well. We'll be on a racing softs for the Skyver as well. DK10 goes through to 3rd. Is it? No, the Skyver got the job. The Skyver maintains 3rd place. He's on the racing softs now. DK10's got warm racing softs, so we'll see how these two pan out. As the Big Frank moves up to 5th place. And a little bit deep into turn 1. No bother. Little bit of wear showing on the front. As Ricky J comes out in 6 on fresh 7. Go to the end on them now. Racing softs on a full tank of gas. Lazarus in 7 was on a racing medium on a slower tyre. And Joycey is way down the back on the racing softs as well. But these two go through their race. See how they get on in the racing mediums. Skyler, not too far behind. He can push now. He's got no tyres to save. We'll see if he can latch onto the back of these. He'll enter sector 3. The Skyler just come through sector 2. We shall see. DK10 is not too far behind either. But yeah, if you're late watching the stream and you want to get involved, head over to the DK10 Sim Racing community page, go into the events, read the events, interested, click that like and go in. We will invite you to the chat, into the group chat that we have for the drivers and anyone taking part in this event. Tell me your manufacturer, your PSN, we'll get you added to the tables as well. All ready to go. Ricky J, the widest Subarus ever made. No body kits required in the Group 4 car, obviously. He made it just a little bit wide from it. Had no answer for Ricky J in race 1. Joycey running a little bit slow there. Aldo's just got that little bit of a gap on the medium tyres. To see that there's only 2 tenths a lap faster at the minute than the Chalk. Chalk doing 157.7, Aldo's 157.5. So it's going to get tight, it's going to get close. But that's how we want it this season. We brought this season into, made some changes to bring in racing like this. So there was no runaways, no tearaways. It's all down to driver ability, more or less. Natural car and driver. If you can become one with the car, certainly gain a lot of pace. A lot of lads been practicing ahead of this season, putting in some quality lap times. This Chalk just making a little bit of ground there on Aldo. They say the hero on that RSR is giving him all the grip through these tight corners. It's as light as you like as well, that RSR compared to the Aston. We do run BOP as well, BOP is on, we're all running equal. No favouritisms there. Chalk going wide to get a cut back on that down here, so get a better run down the straight. Plus he'll be in the slipstream with Aldo here right now. I don't think he's going to get the move done into turn 1. 158 there from the Chalk, running it very deep. Aldo got an excellent corner there. Got a cut back as well. Oh, that was as close as you like by the Chalk. Boy, it was going to run into his back door there. Tighter line there, Chalk using all the curb available. It's giving him the run on Aldo. Aldo wouldn't have felt any of this pressure last season. So this will be new. There's the Skyler. Set in purples. A 156 flat for Duskiver on them racing softs. That Toyota certainly coming into its own. No slouches, Duskiver either, finishing second last season. He was just like 48 points the gap. Yeah. All the boys there going, we're pushing, we're going to go for it all ourselves this season. In for a fantastic season. All the hype, all coming true. DK10 in 4th, 4 tenths slower this lap. Mason Soft just wearing on the front at 56.4. They're not too bad. He's nearly half a tank of fuel already compared to Duskiver. He's got 3/4 of a tank left. I dare say 25 minutes in, still got 15 to go, so might have to do another pit stop. Big Frank in 5th. Not doing too bad. Ricky J's not too far behind either. They're using Big Frank as a marker. You know when he's gaining and where he's quicker and where he's faster through the corners. So it's nice to have drivers like this that can improve each other on the way around the circuit. They'll only get better and faster, which is what we like. Dazzler down in 7th, was running 3rd, binned it once or twice, but unfortunate, really unfortunate. He's on the slower tyre though. There's the Joyce, racing softs, starting to show signs of wear now. 5% wear on them tyres. Aldo and a chalk going side by side, was they? Going through 9, 10 and 11. Or 8, 9, 10 even. I dare say Chalk's going to have to run up to the big apron. He's going to force Aldo to go defensive. Chalk's just pulled out the slipstream. He's going to send it straight down the inside, side by side into the apron. Chalk later on the brakes. Aldo will go for the cutback and get the run out the corner. That RSR put the move in and got it done. I think Aldo would have appreciated that. Well, it could be right in this time. He has got a little bit less fuel than the Chalk as well. It could be a fuel strategy game. We shall see. This guy, but not too far, certainly gaining. The gap on the track map is coming down. He's pulling away from DK10 as well. Half a tank of fuel left for DK10. This guy, we've got a little bit more fuel. I dare say I'll have to pit again. Getting that corner all one. There's Ricky J. What happened to Big Frank? Oh, he's got front aero, front right, and engine damage as well. That's certainly not helped the AMG, the Aston. AMG. Getting tongue-tied. Dazzler has got 490 points. And he's up to 6, just behind Ricky J. Oh, he's got front end damage and front left damage as well. Traction control kicking off like a good one. I dare say that front will be like driving a 50-inch piece. Is he going to come and get that damage repaired? Nope. He's going to persevere with that. He's going to persevere with it. Dazzler's not too far behind and he has no damage. He's on Warn Racing mediums now. They won't be have that much grip. This Big Frank's got a pit. Joyce is too far back. I don't think he'll gain the spot. Chalk got a little bit of a gap now to Aldo. And Aldo could be playing a waiting game, just putting the 157. And Chalk's just dipped into the 157s as well. So we'll see how these two turn out in race 2. Got nothing but fresh air around him at the moment. Go at leisure. Constant 156s now. Certainly showing signs of pace on them racing softs around here. Oh, had a couple of misfortunes there. 156, 57, then into the 58. So not having a great time in the AMG right now. Fuel wearing down. Racing softs are showing signs of wear as well. Proper chewing them up, 10 minutes left to go. Yeah, I think it's pretty much game, set and match for DK10 right there. Got no answer for Duskiver sitting in 3rd place. That car certainly got a turn of pace around here. There's these two. Duskiver Chalk's got a bit of a gap now to Aldo, who's sitting in 2nd place. Probably just biding his time. Got a little less fuel than the Chalk as well, to say he's in the slipstream or just in the slipstream of the Chalk. A little bit of dirt kicked up by the Chalk there as well. says a long way to go, but Aldo was taking race wins like they were candy from a baby last season. I think they had 14 wins last season, so it was certainly one to be beat last season. Put on a show. That gap is getting smaller by the track map there from Duskiver. Certainly making an impression on the front too. It's getting significantly smaller. We've got 9 minutes left to go as Joycey pits. Refuel, and I dare say that was professional. Is it just for fuel or is it changing tyres as well? They did a new set of racing softs. They saved the set. And a full tank of gas as well. Still at it. The Sky was still in third. DK10 pitting. Getting rid of them racing softs. Look at the wear on them softs. Wouldn't have made it on the fuel either. I knew he wouldn't have made it. This was my time to shine. Let's get them fresh tyres on. Splash, counting up the laps. There's like 6 laps, 4 laps or something like that left to go. Just enough fuel to get me to the end and a little push for the fastest lap. We'll see what happens there. Ricky Jacobs around the final corner. Still running the front damage, front aero and front left damage. So, and it's pulled a bit of a gap to Dazzler as well, who's pitting off the racing mediums. It's a weird one. Oh, he needs fuel as well. Where's Crawler in this? Is Crawler going to move up to 6? Might be a little bit too far back while Dazzler's in the pits. We'll see how this one pans out. There's a front 2 coming through sector 3. Dazzler's just leaving the pit, so old Crawler not be able to get that move done. Chalk on Aldo still out as close as you like, these two. Close as you like. Been like it all race. The fuel is fine. Tyres, hard to tell apart. Aldo's got better rear tyre grip than the Chalk right now. So Aldo could be saving for grip and a final push with the last couple of laps. We'll certainly see. Duskiver, not too far. He's got a car in front there, so that'll be a lapped car. He'll have to move out of the way when he gets there. But that gap has certainly come down. It's DK10 on his out lap after his pit stop. Running it well wide. What's power? 56.3. Not quite going to get the fastest lap like that. He's still 156 flat or 155.9. Ricky J not too far behind either. Having a good little steady race is Ricky J. Even with the front aero damage in the front left. Dazzler gone a racing softs. Got to put a bit of fuel in, get him through to the end. Be happy with 6th place, I would imagine, after his couple of excursions. Big Frank gained a place. Finished 8th last time out. Takes 7th, I would imagine. Joycey just been blue flagged. They say that would be for Duskiver. He's right behind him. Chalk still leading the way from Aldo. Now it's been the whole race, has it not? Certainly kept me on your toes, this race did. You had to concentrate all the time. Chalk just trying to break that slipstream from Aldo, not quite getting it done. See a little faint left and pulled back into the right. time. It's going to be a last lap push, I do believe. See how we get on. Although the fuel there is looking a little bit worse for wear. What we got? 4 minutes left to go, and it's nearly 2 minutes a lap. So another 2 laps for these two. I don't think they'll have enough fuel. I don't think they'll have enough fuel. This is going to be close. These two will be close. Either running out of fuel, or they're going to have to start sandbagging, short shifting, turn the engine mode down. This is going to be close. The Skyback still chasing down the Joyce. He's got more fuel than the car. He has. He's got more fuel than the cars in front. Plus he's got slip from the Joyce. So yeah, we see the blue flags being waved there, even on the boards. The Skyback goes down the inside now, gets that move done. He is free to go. DK10 in 4th. Got some loyalty points, I will spend them soon enough. Jay still having a good racing 5th. Watch these two. Zaldo's got that move up front, he's got that move done. We really can't be racing each other or pushing each other too much. Zaldo's going to keep the inside line. Truck's going to get up to into the slip. Down into turn 1. Zaldo now comes onto the racing line. Don't want to give any quarter to the truck. Zaldo. The fuel. We're going to have another lap after this one. We've got one more lap to go. Aldo leading the way from the chalk, and fuel is going to be an issue. Aldo's got a little less fuel than the chalk right now. Oh, this is going to be weird. This is going to be weird. What does he do? Does he turn the engine mode down? Does he? You don't really want to be revving it that much. This is going to be some serious short shifting. That's going to be at least a lap and a half of fuel left in the tank. Aldo's already out of fuel, more or less. Unless he can seriously sandbag and defend at the same time, this is going to be interesting. The Skyba's still in 3rd. There's no impressions else on the track. This is where it is right now. Fuel is becoming an issue for Aldo. I mean, last season we ran, if you ran out of fuel last season and you crossed the line using GT physics, it was chalk. It's going side by side with Aldo. Aldo defending like his life depended on it versus the chalk. And that fuel, yep, last season that we ran fuel, if you ran out of fuel and you got over the line with GT physics, it would have classed as a DNF. Obviously that's not in this season, but the fuel here, we've got another lap to go, and this track is a couple of miles long. That will be at least 0.9 in the tank. It's got to be. The chalk's not far running out of fuel either. The Skyba's certainly gaining. He's only like 2 corners away from these two. Aldo defending through his life. Is he going to pit? No, he's going again. I don't think he's going to be done. Can't be done, can it, surely? No. He's got rear damage. And he's going to have to coast. Oh no. So final lap. 21 laps in. And we're low on fuel. Oh no. The Skyba comes home in 3rd place. So Aldo will stay 2nd. DK10 will come home in 4th. TRG Joyce finishes in 8th. Coming around the last corner now is DK10. Wow. Unfortunate. DK10 comes home in 4th. Ricky J, barring any incidents, is a long way down the road. But Joe, blipping on the fuel as well. He's got front aero. Aldo's got rear damage. You can only assume that must have been a bit of a coming together there. A bit of a bump. I do believe nothing came into the stewards. We had no issues this race, so the fuel. Unlucky, the fuel has ruined it for us. having to coast. There you go, Ricky J comes home in 5th place. Well done, Ricky J. Dazzler will come home in 6th. Not too bad at all for Dazzler. And Big Frank eventually will come home in 7th place. Wow, we was watching a great battle developing. It's been a great battle all race. Chalk will come home and take 2 out of 2 on the opening night. The Team Porsche. Congratulations to you, my friend. Just coming around the last corner now. There's Big Frank in 7th place. So the Chalk took the sprint victory. He takes the endurance victory as well. Style points to boot. Finishes with just a smidgen of fuel. Wow, just a smidge. What would have been fuel becoming a big issue in these endurance races. A bit of strategy to work on for the boys. But yeah, crossing the line nonetheless. Still got fuel in the tank. That is good. Aldo coming home in 2nd place. Wow. Wow. And that's the sort of racing you can expect this season. Tight, close, fast. Boys, strategy to work on. You know, that would have been certainly, if they had fuel left in the car, that would have been interesting nonetheless. Would it have been a sail around the outside? Wouldn't it be a sail up the inside for Aldo or the Chalk, whoever was in front or behind? But wow. What a race. We are in Japan next week. Really looking forward to that. Especially with the teams, the cars, the drivers we've got. I have had confirmation that we will be missing Big Frank next week. He's got a family do one, so no bother. We will save your place. But anyway, we are heading to Japan for Kyoto and Miyabi. That should be fantastic. I've been your host DK10. If you want to get involved in this event or any other events that are on my events page, just head over to DK10 Sim Racing Community. We will hook you up with whatever you need. Just drop me a message, PM me, let me know. But anyway, have a great evening. I've been your host DK10. Peace.